It didn't take much for young Kobe Bryant to give you the mitts, and his former teammate Samaki Walker learned it the hard way. The late, great Kobe Bryant will forever be remembered as one of the greatest to ever play the game. But like any other high school phenom who jumped straight into the NBA, Kobe also had to fight his way through maturity in the big boys league, and sometimes it involved some fistfights. In 2002, the then relentless and immature 23-year-old Bryant did not let his Los Angeles Lakers teammate Samaki Walker get away from losing a petty $100 half-court shooting contest during a practice. Walker's run with the Lakers was short and pedestrian, punctuated only by a ring and that weird incident that no one ever really got to the bottom of, the time Kobe punched him in the face. The story didn't get much press at the time. Phil Jackson addressed it briefly as a sort of boys will be boys incident, but years later Walker filled in the gaps with his version of events.
It's a crazy story, man, because we actually got into it over $100, believe it or not. He won the half-court contest, and the rule is you get 48 hours to pay the $100. Well, it wasn't even 48 hours. You know, Kobe comes to me on the bus and asks me where his $100 are, believe it or not. Out of all the people, he chose me, and which is still, to this day, puzzling. But at the same time, I told him, listen, we were going to shoot around at the time. Man, I don't have no $100 on me right now. Like, first of all, why are you coming at me for $100? And so, with that being said, I put my earphones back on. And once I put my earphones back on, the most amazing thing happened. Kobe, he sucker punched me. First of all, I'm totally shocked that this man that chose me to put his hands on, and I'm still not understanding why. I mean, it's really over $100. It couldn't have been. The street came out at me, and so I told Phil, stop the bus. Phil stands up, looks crazy, like what the hell is going on? And I told him, listen, this man just put his hands on me. You need to stop this bus. So Phil stops the bus, and I'm gonna put hands on him as well. I decided. And so with that being said, in comes Jerome. Jerome is Shaq's bodyguard. If you've seen Jerome.
Uncle Jerome? Oh, yes.
And he said, listen, man. And Jerome basically gives me a talk and said, well, it's not worth it. But if it wasn't for Jerome, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have been going from the Lakers a lot quicker.
In any team sport, fighting a teammate is never healthy. But Kobe could make a strong case for an exception. As most of us know, Kobe feuded with a handful of his former teammates, and sometimes it really came down to fistfights. Bryant wasn't proud of any of them except for the one he had with Shaquille O'Neal. By Kobe, that fight marked the birth of the most unstoppable NBA duo in the early 2000s.
I knew for sure Rick Fox, my teammates, they all thought I was absolutely crazy the day me and Shaq got in a fist fight. There's a level of respect, and for Shaq too, by the way. I know he's told me that day was a big turning point for him, because it was like, he's generally used to talking trash and saying what he wants, and nobody really stepping up and challenging him on that. And when he saw me challenge him on that, he was like, this kid's crazy. All right, I can win with that, and so that was kind of the beginning of our relationship, I think.
As for Walker, years later, Kobe reached out to him and provided memorabilia for a charitable foundation he runs. He also said he respects him as an athlete and competitor. So all's well that ends well. But never forget that Kobe Bryant was a blue blood crazy person, and he punched a grown man in the face while he was wearing headphones over money he didn't need, which is a very young Kobe thing to do. Tell us in the comments, what is your favorite Kobe Bryant fight? And if you enjoy this video, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. For even more basketball content, subscribe to our other channels, Free Dawkins and Vintage Dawkins, and follow us on social media.